We are now recording, and everyone is being recorded. So everyone's on the video. Isn't that fun? Fun technology. So, thank you guys so much for joining today. First question. How well do you guys sleep?
I sleep great. I mean, it's probably not average, but I usually get a great sleep.
Great sleep?
Yeah.
Depends on what time I go to bed.
Yeah, I get great sleep. I just don't wake up that well, so like in the
Yeah,
morning it
that's
takes a
very
long time for me to actually get out of bed.
Yeah, that's true. Hit the snooze button too many
Oh
times.
my god. I don't even wake up for the snooze button.
I think I sleep okay. No.
Sleep okay? So how many hours do you guys think you average a night?
4.
Dang, I get 6.
6,
Probably 8, 9.
8,
Probably 8 or 9. I get 5 to 6.
5, 6.
Around 6.
Around 6. Okay. And so you all said that you like have trouble waking up in the morning. What do you think? What do you think the causes of that are? It's just too early for school, or
Yeah, probably too early for school.
Definitely.
The dread of going to school.
Yeah, especially if you have zero period.
Yeah.
You have to be at 7:05.
so explain why zero period adds to the pain of waking up.
Because you have to make sure you get there early.
Yeah.
And you're dead tired.
Yeah.
What time does zero period start?
7:05.
7:05.
I have to wake up even earlier than normal.
I
Well, I
live
have to
half
get
an
up
hour
early.
away.
I wake up at the same time. I just have to get up earlier.
No, I live half an hour away, so I have to wake up like an hour earlier so I can get ready.
Oh, yeah, but you swim.
Yeah, and in addition to swim.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna
So
go
what
get
swim?
drinks.
That's cool.
So I'm on the swim team,
Okay.
and we have to be there at 5:30 in the morning. So that like takes away a lot of my sleep.
And then like soccer at night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I have soccer at
Oh
night.
my gosh, that's a lot.
That's a lot of stuff. So now you guys said, what are some of the challenges that cause you to? Some of you said that you have to stay up late. What causes you to stay up late?
Homework.
Homework.
Always homework?
Yeah, studying.
Pretty
What
much, and
projects?
studying for like
Yeah.
test projects.
Finals.
Finals.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
finals.
finals.
Okay. And just so everybody can know, you guys are all going to be seniors next year, or you're seniors right
Yeah.
now, because
We're about to.
the school year ends today, right?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So technically, you're all seniors.
Yeah.
You're like right ready to hit it. So homework keeps you from going to bed, and then you've got work or school that starts really early that makes you go to bed. What role do you think social media has in you guys having to stay up late?
It definitely distracts us sometimes.
Yeah.
It probably delays the homework.
Yeah,
And
it's
then,
like-
and then you gotta do the
Yeah.
homework, so then you stay up late. Yeah.
So the social media delays the homework and then stays up late.
It's like a
Okay.
distraction.
Yeah.
Do you feel, so you all go to a private school, do you feel like you have a harder time or easier time than, let's say, a public school?
I feel like there's more pressure.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
if
feel like
I don't know if the academics per se are that much harder, but it's definitely like there's a certain grade that you like have to get because everybody here gets A's. And, like, if you don't get an A,
Then
you're
you're
like,
in disgrace.
not good enough. So like, yeah.
Yeah, that becomes a challenge. Do you guys feel like you get enough sleep?
Definitely.
No.
No, not even close.
In religion class, our teacher told us that teenagers our age are supposed to get 9.25 hours of sleep, and like no one in my class gets that much sleep.
Well, just the average that you guys were saying, you said 4 and the rest of you said about 6. You two had to 8, so that's still pretty low. Hey, come sit down. Feel free.
I get about between 2 or 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours of sleep. Okay, so that becomes 2 or 3 hours of sleep. That's really little sleep. So, what would you do if you could make solutions? What solutions would you do to give yourselves more sleep?
Start school late.
Yeah.
Start school later.
Start school later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's
Maybe just
Yeah.
Give us less homework.
swim later.
Less homework?
Yeah.
More schoolwork?
Or like just time to do it in class. I know people are still gonna. There's always gonna be those people that just can't do it in school. You know, they always have to wait till like the last second. But if I had more time in school, I would get a lot more done.
Yeah. Same.
How many of you guys sleep with your phone next to you?
On my bedside.
Yeah.
How many of you guys have your phone silenced while you sleep?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody's answering text messages while they sleep or anything like that.
Well, we sleep no.
Well, I mean, waking
Yeah.
up to sleep. Okay. Do you guys feel like you catch up on your sleep on the weekends?
No.
No.
I wish.
I
I
try.
should, but I don't.
I mean,
My body has like a pattern, and then I just
Yeah.
wake up 7 anyway, and then like I just get up and start homework.
Yeah, or we usually like Saturdays we are really involved with the church, so we have to get up early and be there early, especially because we go to church pretty far away.
Okay.
Because that we originally we didn't live in Loma,
Mhm.
but we moved to Loma, but we stayed with our same church.
Okay.
And then usually on the weekends is when we clean the house and do the chores, and then we still have to study. So then there's a lot going on still.
So what I'm hearing is you guys feel like it's the responsibilities like homework and stuff that's added to you that sort of gets in the way of sleep.
yeah.
So your lives are too scheduled, too busy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah,
It's all the best for you.
especially with like the high academic standards that are in place, especially in private schools. We feel that we need to do more, especially to get into college. We need to, have all of this high GPA, all these achievements. We have to be super involved with office, with essay. We have to do all these things just so we can make sure that we get into college, so that way we can get a job.
And community hours.
Oh yeah.
Community service and wee hours.
So you have lots of different things that keep you guys from sleep.
Yeah.
So if we got rid of first periods and we put more homework or zero period and put more homework time while you're at school, you feel like you would get more sleep.
But I feel like that would just be like a
Realistically-
shorter lesson, but maybe
Yeah.
more longer class hours.
Okay.
So then we can fit the homework in there and finish it.
So you would rather school start an hour later and go an hour longer? Maybe.
Well, then I don't see how that's realistically possible, because then you have extracurricular activities like sports,
Yeah, there's
and then
sports
everything
right
can be pushed back.
Right.
And then
But
if
what
you-
time do you go to bed anyways? What's the average time people go to bed?
9.
Midnight.
Yeah,
Midnight? Midnight?
They just don't do that.
So that's,
Like I said.
I mean, what time do your sports activities finish?
Sometimes 9 or 10.
Yeah, nine. They finish at like maybe 7, depending on which team you're on.
Yeah.
And so if you push it back an hour, you'd be pushing it to like 10. But
Yeah.
and if you didn't have homework, because your homework was done at
Yeah.
school,
Yeah.
but you're not likely to just go straight home and go straight to bed.
No.
No.
Yeah. So
Tough to study.
what other challenges do you think besides school that affect your sleep?
Social, like your social life at school, when there's a problem in your friend group, it causes tension, or you feel like you have to fix a relationship, or sometimes it can just cause stress, and it can be really stressful.
Or even stuff at home,
Yeah,
if you have a
your home
conflict at
life.
home.
It's like my parents have been remodeling the house, which is a great thing, but it's been really stressful because we're trying to do it in the middle of the year, and like they're having contractors come, and that's definitely affected, where I have to, they're drilling for the bathtub. I don't really want to be studying, and I don't want to be alone with them, like in the house. So I'm going up. It's.
And then
yeah.
they were like painting your room, right? So
Yeah.
it like changed your
Like I couldn't be
study
in my room for a
areas.
while, and then we were like sleeping downstairs for a couple days because they were painting the upstairs, and it just kind of threw me off. I mean, not a big deal, but like little things.
Do you think that the teenage time of life is the hardest time for getting sleep properly?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think maybe. Yes.
With, around like the well, now it's starting to get into younger years as well, with junior high students up until like college age, I suppose.
I'm pretty sure it's because our brains are still developing, so we're supposed to get our hours, like we're supposed to have a set time, but we can't. We don't have it.
Nope.
Yeah. But I would still prefer high school over junior high.
Yeah.
Because junior high was just like they have it worse in my opinion.
So basically all elements of your life, both school and then outside, whether it's social life, they all impact your sleep negatively at this stage in life.
Pretty much.
Yep. Even in college, it's probably going to be like that.
Or worse.
I mean, it's probably going to be
But I mean,
worse.
with college, you can choose your classes, so it'll
Yeah.
be better.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
this one we had to get we have to have the required.
But still, you may only have, let's say, 3-4 periods a day, but then there'll be 2 to 3 hours classes, and then the amount of homework or projects that we'll be handing out,
Yeah.
it won't be small assignments that you can finish
No,
in a
it'd be-
day.
yeah, it'd be
Probably
big
it'll take a long period of time.
Yeah.
Because I think the biggest part of trying to get our assignments done is because our teachers give us busy work. to keep us just to keep us busy, and I think that's really what always gets in the way.
And so it's the busy work that
Yeah, it's like the homework
Yeah.
every night, like for chemistry and math that you like
History.
takes a good 45
History.
minutes. History, just stuff you do like every day, and does it really help? That's the debate.
And then I was in yearbook for like 3 years,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and then for like 2 of those, we had a new teacher. So she would have like these parties to finish the deadlines, and they would go like until 8, and I would still have to do my homework after that. So I'd get even less sleep than that.
Do your parents push you guys to sleep more?
Yes.
No.
No.
So some say yes, some say no. They try. Explain that more.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you should go to bed. Well, I'm like, I have homework. I can't go to bed now. I'm
They
gonna get a
just tell
zero.
me you should go to bed earlier. Okay, sure. As soon as I finish my homework.
Do your parents go to bed before you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Every
Yes, they're in bed by
single
like
night.
7. They're
Yeah.
asleep by
Yeah.
8. I'm like, what?
I know with my parents, they like expect us to get all our homework done, and if we can't get it done, we'll be asking questions to like our teachers the next day. But like, my dad always tells me, make sure you go to bed like early tonight. Make sure you go to bed. Like, he'll say goodnight while I'm still doing my homework, and he's like, just go to sleep. You can stop doing your homework. And I was like, but you want me to finish my homework, so I don't know what to do. So I end up staying up all night.
I think most parents, they want their kids to go to bed, and they tell them, okay, well, it's time to go to bed, but
When it comes
we're
down
usually
to it,
we're
like,
usually still doing homework,
Yeah.
and so they kind of just have to let it go because they know that we want to finish our homework, and it's
It's a pick and choose thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Do we get
required
sleep,
to
or
finish.
do
Yeah.
I turn in this assignment on
Yeah,
time?
sometimes
Do you want
I
me
have
to
to
fail
like
or not?
choose between it.
Yeah.
I do remember one time I decided to just go to bed on time, and it was the best sleep I ever got. But it was the next day, the
was like,
worst day I ever had.
Explain that. Why?
I didn't finish my homework, so I was rushing to get it all done right like in the morning because we usually come early.
Sure.
And I don't have a 0 period for second semester, so I have more time to do it. But at the same time, I'm still like trying to understand the lesson from before and like apply it to my homework, and I'm struggling to finish all my homework, and it was just such a hectic day, and I had the worst day ever.
So now you guys are coming to the end of this year. Are you guys gonna like crash for this weekend and just sleep all weekend?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slept all day
I
yesterday.
might try.
Yeah, we had because since we just finished finals, our days were horribly timed. So the last 2 days we ended school like 1 o'clock, and then like the last day we ended 11:50. So then for the rest of the last day we had a class party, and so we kind of were like relaxing and dozing off at school before the party started. And we got to the party, and even at the party we were falling asleep in the jacuzzi. And we got home, we took a shower, and then we just slept until this morning.
I like it. I like it. Okay, you guys have helped a lot. Thanks so much. That is good. I'll pay you later. 'Cause there's-